dear friends, we can continue and learn another suffix, which is also starting with D and therefore has two versions, with D and with T. But this is an easier one because it has only two versions, with A and with E. This is the suffix of location, da, de, or if the word ends with a voiceless consonant, ta, te. It means in, on, whatever. It means location. For instance, bu masadır. This is a table. So I can say, telefon nerede? Telefon masada. The phone is on the table. Of course, I can say it with dir. Telefon nerededir? Telefon masadadır. And then I can say, nar nerededir? Nar tabaktadır. Tabak, plate, tabaktadır. Marker. Bu markerdir. Marker nerededir? In my hand. My hand. Elim plus in. De. Elimde. I can say elimde. In my hand. Or I can say it's in my hands. Then I need to add plurality to the word el, hand. Ellerimde, in my hands. See, here we are using three suffixes and we can even put the fourth one, dir, in the end. It is in my hands. Bu marker ellerimdedir. Ellerimdedir. And now, marker nerede? Bardakta. In the cup. Bardakta. This is a bottle. In Turkey it's called şişe. Çiçekler nerede? Çiçekler şişede. We can also ask now, what color is this bottle? In order to ask what color, you need to say in what color. Color in Turkish is renk. So you need to say ne, what, renk, color, te, in. Ne renkte. In what color, which means what color. Şişe ne renktedir? What color is this bottle? Şişe mavidir. Telefon ne renktedir? Telefon siyahtır. Kağıt ne renktedir? Kağıt beyazdır. Nar ne renktedir? Nar kırmızıdır. The table is in the room. The book is on the table. Masa odadadır. Kitap masadadır. Kitap ne renktedir? Kitap yeşildir. We can ask now location of different people. For instance, where is your mother? Anneniz nerededir? And you say, my mother is in Istanbul. Annem İstanbul'dadır. Try to say where your mother is. Annem, then use the name and the correct suffix of location. Da, de, or ta, te. If it's, for instance, Paris, then you need to use te because it ends with s, which is a voiceless consonant. Annem Paris'tedir. If it's New York, also you need to use te. New York'tadır. But if it's Ankara, then you need to use de. Ankara'dadır. Türkiye'dedir. Amerika'dadır. When I ask you the question now, you need to try to write or give the right answer to this question. So I will ask you, babanız nerededir? Where is your father? For instance, you say, babam Londra'dadır. My father is in London. If he is not in London, then I will ask you, is he in London? And you will answer, no, he isn't in London. Try to do that. Babanız Londra'da mıdır? Londra'da mıdır? You should say, hayır, babam Londra'da değildir. Londra'da değildir. Another thing you can do with the word değil is after you say something and you ask like, isn't it, doesn't he, isn't she, aren't they? You see, in English there are many different ways to say that. In Turkish there is only one. After değil you put the question word mi. Değil mi? So for instance, I will ask you, your father is in London, isn't he? So in Turkish I have to say this way. Babanız Londra'da değil mi? Or I can ask this. The telephone is black, isn't it? So I say, telefon siyahtır değil mi? Nar kırmızıdır değil mi? Bu çiçek sarıdır değil mi? Turkish people use this phrase often and sometimes shorten it to something like dimi, dimi. Very short way. After they stating something, then they kind of asking, isn't it so? Dimi. We also learned how to say the words big and small. Remember? Büyük, küçük. Bu telefon küçüktür, değil mi? This telephone is small, isn't it? Bu telefon küçüktür, değil mi? Hayır, küçük değildir, büyüktür. Now let's learn how to use the verb to have in Turkish. You don't have a word to have in Turkish. There is no verb like that. But you have a phrase with the words var and another phrase with the words yok, which means not to have. If I want to say that I have something, what I need to say is something mine, my telephone, for instance, var. Vardır or var, shortly var, which means there is my phone. It means I have a phone. So you add the suffix of possession, my phone, to the word telefon. Remember the vowel harmony. Telefonum. Telefonum var. So if you ask, do you have a phone? Ask it informally. Telefonun var mıdır? Let's say without dir. Okay. Telefonun var mı? Evet, telefonum var. Do you have the phone? Yes, I have a phone. Like this. And if you say no, I don't have a phone, you just use another word, which is yok. So when I ask again, telefonun var mıdır? Hayır, telefonum yoktur. K ends, yok ends with K, a voiceless consonant. Yok, tur, o, u, k, t. Vowel harmony and consonant harmony. Okay, we follow these harmonies from the very beginning, and later Turkish will be easy for us after we get used to these harmonies. Telefonum yok. Usually in Turkey people wouldn't say telefonum yoktur. They would just say telefonum yok. Or like if I say narım var, elmam yok. I have pomegranate, I don't have apple. Right? I don't have apples here. Elmam yok. Narım var. You can say it without for instance. You can just say nar var. Burada nar var. There is pomegranate here. Then it corresponds to English there is, and yok corresponds to there isn't. Elma yok. Elma yoktur. There is no apple. Patates yoktur. Havuç yoktur. Ama nar var. But pomegranate there is. So when you put a suffix like ımız, any possessive suffix, then it's like, let's say this, our flowers, we have flowers. We say we have flowers. Our flowers. Çiçeklerimiz. Just add var and it becomes have. We have. Çiçeklerimiz var. We have flowers. Let's talk which colors we have for flowers and which flowers we don't have. Bir sarı çiçeğimiz var. Kırmızı çiçeklerimiz var. Beyaz çiçeğimiz yok. Sonra yeşil çiçeğimiz, mavi çiçeğimiz yok. Kırmızı defterimiz var. Siyah defterimiz yok. Sarı defterimiz yok. Siyah telefonum var. Beyaz telefonum yok.